Penny Dreadful Series 1 Episode 5, titled Closer Than Sisters. Now this episode is pretty good. I mean, basically what the story is, it's about how it's the origin story of Vanessa Ives. It's about how the devil, let's say the devil for argument's sake, the devil, why the devil has this obsession towards Vanessa, the relationship between Vanessa and Nina, Tim Dalton's character's daughter, and how they knew that Nina needed help. And that's pretty much, in a nutshell, the entire story in bullet points. But there's a lot of meat towards it. I mean, the first half of it, you feel like a sense of how to explain this? A sense of like down to earthiness towards it. Like the first 10 minutes, it's very posh. It's very just like oh, cheery me and that kind of stuff. And you forgot that, hey, this is Penny Dreadful. Things are going to get very supernatural. Things are going to get very gothic. Things are going to get very weird and stuff on those lines. And it does, because 20 minutes later, you see Vanessa in an asylum, and back then, in the 19th century in London, asylums were not there to help people, they were there to torture people with an excuse. I mean, really, think about it. I mean, they are making Vanessa, forcing her to go in baths where they just pour frozen ice on her, or drilling basically drilling a hole into her brain. I'm like, Jesus, because it is that whole thing. It's weird to think of that at that back at that time, where it's like, yeah, that was kind of normal, and now we're like, that's just fucked up, and that and because in when she's starting to get assessed by it, and needs an exorcist, there's a split personality thing, and of course they're like, oh, you need to go to the asylum. And now, but then at the end, you feel the sense of occlusion, and you understand, okay, everything with this episode is leading to where we are in the main story, and you feel the sense of occlusion, and feel a sense of okay, I'm caught up of how we got to here, and it's pretty well executed. I mean, the complaints I normally have are the sex scenes, how it's very unnecessary, there's no narrative purpose. This one, that is kind of narrative purpose, each single one, and I mean, the second one is just there to say, hey, this is when life went to shit, and the third one is just there for shits and giggles. I mean, really, you think about it, it's very shits and giggles, and when I saw it, I just laughed. Even though I get it's meant to be oh, she's having sex with a supernatural being, and the regular eye just cannot see it, and I get it, but it's one of those when you see someone fucking air, it's weird, okay? So this is a good, solid episode. This is just well paced, nothing major, big to deal with. It's just a really good origin story of dealing with one particular